Why Everyone Wants You to Stuff Up. By John Westenberg. Here's a life hack. When someone tells you that your biggest stuff up was probably for the best, don't believe them. Don't believe a word of it. No matter what they say, it's not true, unless they're actually a part of your project or company, or they have a personal reason to want you to win. The fact is, most people are going to want you to fail. It may not be clear to them, or it may not be clear to you, but their basic instinct is to want your work to fall apart and have it all go wrong. It's a very rare thing to find someone who genuinely wants you to succeed if they aren't invested in that success. Sure, the VC who championed your startup is pretty goddamn sure that he wants you to soar like a bird, but you check out the comments section on TechCrunch any day of the week and you'll see 100 people predicting doom and hoping they're right. People like pointing to the failures of others as a reason for them to never try anything and remain safely planted in their comfort zone. Everyone wants you to stuff up because it takes the pressure off them and redeems their shitty life choices. Most people won't take risks or strike out on their own. Not everyone has to, not everyone should. But instead of being honest about the fact that they just don't want to do it or they aren't suited to that kind of work, a lot of people try to hide behind this idea that they're making the right decision based on good, solid evidence. Every single failure that they can quote is a point in their favor. It's an argument for why they're a lot smarter than the people who take their best shot when the odds are stacked against them. They can look back on their lives and feel comforted because hey, at least they didn't stuff up like you did. They can avoid the pressure of trying something and be confident in it. The flip side of that is when you're successful, after taking a risk and doing something that you believe in, it throws a sharp light on the people who never make the choice to do that. It's a big case study in favor of leaping into the unknown, when what they really want is a well-documented reason why they took the best path. People are terrified of risk from others, because they're terrified they'll run out of reasons not to follow in their footsteps. They're also terrified that your win somehow equates to their loss. Photo credit, Kearney Violin. And if you didn't fail, it could mean they did. It's easy to forget that when someone succeeds, it doesn't mean everyone else failed in any way. I'm particularly prone to this. I used to look at people younger than me who had achieved more and feel as though I had missed out on an opportunity in some way. I've mentioned my compulsive comparing before, looking up the age of Steve Jobs or Bill Murray on Wikipedia and using it to measure my achievements at that age. But that's not the way it works. Sure, if you're up against someone for an opportunity and they take it home, that's going to be rough. But generally, you aren't even in competition. When other people succeed, you're just experiencing envy over their success on a road that might have been. Every win is a positive though. Every time someone you know makes it with their dream, their project or their startup, it's awesome. It's another element of success in your network. Is that going to help you? Probably not. But it's an example of someone taking a risk and winning, and a reason why you should do the same. The exceptions to all this are going to be incredible. There'll be people who honestly believe in you and want you to have a win, the kind of people who will sacrifice their own shit just to help you get it together. I've met very few people like that, but I tend to show my appreciation as much as possible. When everyone else wants you to stuff up, they'll be there rooting for you. Oh, and you should probably be one of those people. Don't be an asshole who wants everyone else to fail. Thanks for reading. I'm John Westenberg. I'm an entrepreneur, writer and avid learner. I advise startups and investors on how to build profitable companies and operate with a small business startup mentality. You can read more about me on my website,